Congratulations. Nobody told me I needed tissues today. So I'm really honored to be here today. All right. You're going to see why. This is a big deal. I need you to treat it like one. I want you to let this moment sink in, okay, for this graduation. So I don't have the law enforcement background. I don't have the Lord over here with our reverends, but I have a testimony. All right. So here we go. You're gonna go on my journey with me. So I'm an expert at graduation. What does that mean? So I graduated from Florida A&M University. Anybody heard of that? Yeah. All right. Bachelor's degree. I graduated from Florida State University. Seminoles. All right. Master's degree. I graduated from University of Oklahoma. PhD. I graduated from Harvard with a graduate certificate in leadership in crisis. So I get graduation. Okay, so we're getting ready to rock and roll now, though. It's all great right now, right? Okay, got the graduation thing down. I worked for the government for 20 years, federal government. Okay, I was a meteorologist, as Greg just said. I flew hurricane hunters into hurricanes. I worked for the Department of Energy. I worked for the Department of Homeland Security. I worked for the White House for 4 years. I've been in Air Force One. I've been on every helicopter. I've briefed 2 presidents, done a lot, and had a really great career. Okay? Plot twist. Ready? Okay. All right. So then I was deployed to an island nation for a response mission. I was getting my job done. I did everything that I was asked to do. I won an award. I got a service coin. But unbeknownst to me, there was a political thing going on behind me, and I became a nice little political pawn. I didn't know about it. I was being monitored. So for 7 months, I was on an island doing my job, thinking I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. I got tired, and I got careless. And I exchanged gifts with a contractor on the island. It was $25 or more. You're not allowed to take anything as a federal employee. But everybody was having dinner with everybody and doing what they were doing. So what's the big deal? Why me? Right? I was indicted for that. All right? Federal indictment. And it was a juicy one, too. They made up a whole lot of stuff about me. I was like, what? Hey, if I did all that, I should be rich. But I didn't. But it's okay. I was indicted for that. All right? The indictment was dismissed. But I did acknowledge that I exchanged gifts. I received something over $25. In the federal government, the bottom line is you cannot have anything. People, like I said, people do it all the time, but I did it. So guess what? I had to plead to a felony. I pled to a charge called, you probably never heard of it before, but it's called a gratuity. The law people over here have heard of it before. I had to plead to a gratuity. That's a felony. Guess where I spent 4 months? Yes, ma'am. Anybody heard of Martha Stewart's camp? Yeah. Uh-huh. Anybody know what it's called? Prison. Yeah, it's prison. Alderson. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah, Martha Stewart's joint. It wasn't fun. It wasn't pretty. But what can I say? I did that. I went home. I didn't have any restitution. I didn't have any probation because it was petty, but we'll leave that alone. But I got home like, all right, I'm ready to go. Yeah, no, I lost my job. I lost my security clearance. I lost my friends. My integrity was compromised beyond belief, right? My confidence was shattered. And to the reverends over here, me and God had a talk. And I was mad at them. But you know what? All those graduations that I talked about, they didn't mean a doggone thing because I was a felon. They didn't care. But this graduation today, it means something. This graduation in this moment in time means something. I wish I was sitting there because I didn't have this. In Florida, where my mother lived, where I had to go home to live with my mother as a 50-something-year-old woman. Yes, I'm 50-something. I had to go home to Florida. In Florida, there's no program like this. I went a whole year without finding a job. I felt like I was incarcerated. I might as well have been sitting in Alderson because I was sitting on my butt with a PhD and all this experience and I could not get a job. So that's how big of a deal this is. You guys are in an unbelievable position. Please don't squander it. Understand it. Right now, This graduation is giving you life. You are empowered to chart your own course because you are prepared. You know better, right? Right? You are now seeing, you got businesses out here ready to invest in you and invest in your potential. You have mentors in the community, a lot of them. I'm looking around, and it makes me feel, it chokes me up because I didn't have that. I had nothing. You have a family. Your families are here and they're so proud of you, but you have the Hope for Prisoners family. You have opportunities that you otherwise may not have had that I didn't have. You have hope for a better life, and you're in Nevada. Whoop. Sorry. You're in Nevada, not Florida, which has rallied around this program, and they are invested in your success. This graduation is special. This graduation is life-changing. This graduation means something. So I'd like to share with you 3 takeaways that I learned from Mr. Ponder about this program. So number 1, reinvent yourself. This is your chance to have a do-over. What a gift that is. Mr. Ponder did it. Look at him over there standing on business, right? He knows what's going on. Las Vegas reinvented itself. It was like gambling and then family, and now it's a sports mecca, which I'm so happy about. But dream big, aim high. There'll be setbacks. There will be challenges. There will be hard days. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going, right? It's not going to be as hard as what you just went through. Keep going. Number 2, use your resources. Right? Talk to, listen to, lean on your mentor. And from now on, have a mentor in your life forever. You always need somebody with you. If you feel like you need counseling, if you haven't already gotten it, I did, because I wouldn't be here. Between counseling and prayer, I wouldn't be here today. Trust me, I was humiliated. You have access to leaders. Look around, all these people that are here for you. Learn from them. Study leadership. I like to find quotes, and we heard a few from Greg, right? I like to find quotes and try to put them into practice. And General Colin Powell said to me on one of our trips, what you tolerate becomes your culture. You tolerate nonsense, guess what? Right? What you tolerate becomes your culture. So reinvent yourself, use your resources, and easy, the last one, give back. Give back. You guys have been given a lot. You've been given a lot. So give back whenever you can. I haven't told you anything that you haven't heard except for my story, but in terms of what you should take from this. But I want to make sure that you understand what a blessing it is for you to be here, what a blessing it is for you to have this opportunity, what a blessing it is to have Mr. Ponder in your life. And I'm just going to tell you that after I met him February-ish timeframe, that was however many months ago that was, I moved here. I've been here 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. So I left Florida because it wasn't for me. I was born in Oakland, y'all, and I work for the Raiders. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I'm so excited to be here and have something. And I hope to be able to support Mr. Ponder. All right, so I know time is short. Let me close with this, and it's kind of a cool thing, and it makes me feel really good. My name is Ahsha, okay? In Hindi or in Indian, it means hope. In Swahili, it means life. So, from me to you, it is my hope that your life has changed for the best and that you will take this second chance and live life to the fullest. Congratulations to you all. Go do great things. I love you.